Good morning, YouTube. This is a 2002 V6 Honda Accord, and today we're going to be replacing the driver's side window regulator. Here's what it sounds like right now. So we're going to fix that. Let's come over here to the back and show you what we're working with today. We got the replacement regulator. I got a magnet tool for screws, Phillips, pry tool, 10mm, and some gloves, and caffeine. Always caffeine. Let's take you into the car and we'll get you started. So here we are on the driver's side of the vehicle. We need to take this panel off, this door panel. And to do that, there's a few screws and a retaining clip. The retaining clip is right here. The first screw you want to go for is right there. And the last screw you want to go for is right in here. There might be some covers on it if your car is nicer than mine. Just use a flathead to pop them off and then use your Phillips to unscrew them. We're gonna go do that. I'll be right back. I already pulled the clip out. Last one's down here. I'm gonna go get a longer screwdriver. Cool. That's what I got this for. Don't lose those. Next thing we want to do is take the handle off. Just take your thumb here and pull forward until it pops. Just like that. And it'll come out. But it'll be stuck because, oh man, I wish I had a third hand. That little hook there. We got to detach that. And we also have to unclip this power. So I'm going to do that with my two hands, and then I'll show it to you when I come back. Okay. Just trying to get a shot of this so you can see it. This little hook here, man. This comes and rotates off of the clip. I had to use a multi-tool to pop it off. But once that's loose, you should be able to just pull up on it. And out she comes. Also, maybe do that first and then leave it on the power so it doesn't come flying out like that. Silly goose. Now I'm going to clean it. Let her sit and dry while we continue our work. Work your way along the bottom. That's where most of the tabs are. This might also have to come off. thingy. It's doing the thing. She's loose. We're gonna lift up. Pull. I wonder why she's still stuck. Okay. There. What a mess. All right, I'll start on this side. All the way open so it's easier to push on you. Alright, we got to get to this bulb first, so come in here and undo that and pull her out so she stops draining my battery. We got the anti-theft light cable that needs to be unplugged. Set you down so I can do that. Okay, it's disconnected. Last is the what would this be? The window control assembly? That's what I'm gonna call it. I gotta unplug that blue cable and these other ones so the door comes free. Okay, it's better to come at it from this side. So much better. I already got this brown one off. And then this gray one here, the tab's on the underside. So you're gonna feel around for it. You're not gonna feel it and wonder where it is. So just use your finger. Let me turn this flashlight on. How about that? Okay. So just use your finger and push up and pull out. Give her a little wiggle. So graceful. Well, that's one less thing to do. You know what we got to do now? That's right. We got to clean it. We'll go do that, and we'll be back. Shazam! She's cleaner than she was before. Not pristine, but I'm happy with it. Now we're going to need this door for the window controller. So let's bring her back. Next step, I'm going to peel what's left of my vapor barrier off. Look at this nightmare. He's so scary. I'm going to be really careful and try. Oh man. Okay. So there's some stuff we got to take off first. Wow. It's just shredded, dude. Is there even a point in keeping it? Let's get that bracket off, because we're going to need it off to get to the white regulator. Well, the shreds of my vapor barrier have been removed. I put the screws back just for now until I'm ready to put that bracket back on. Next, we got to get the window controller reconnected. I think it's this one. It might be that one. I think it's this one. We got to get it reconnected so we can roll the window down to get access to the bolts that are attaching the regulator to the window itself. Mine still works. If yours doesn't, you might have to mess around with it until you can get access to them. I'll show you where the bolts are coming out of once I get this window able to move. Okay, I got the cable reconnected to the window controller. Just gonna set the door here and hope it doesn't fall. The whole car shake. That one's a piece of cake. Where's the other one? Okay. There's that bolt. And the other bolt is right there. There's one. And there's two. Not a third one. Man, I thought this was going to be a lot harder. Thanks, Honda. Okay, keys out so I don't kill the battery. Let's detach the door and put her back into the trunk space. And then we'll get at this regulator. I had to raise it up a little bit so I could get to that bolt at a correct angle and not break it. Those are not tight. And I mean, they're not like gonna kill you. It's okay. Okay, that's those two bolts. What's next? I had to pull both bolts off to separate the glass from the regulator. The directions say to bring the glass into a closed position and then tape it. So that's what I've done here. Very temporary. Hope it holds. If it falls down on me, it's gonna suck. I'll maybe go get some duct tape, something stronger, so I don't damage this. Next, we want to come in here and disconnect the regulator power. There's a little, it's connected to the door here, so just pry that off with a pry tool or reach back here, and looks like it got zip tied here. Cool. I'm gonna have to cut that off and pop this off, so I'll be back, and once that's done I'll get you back on here. Okay, clips off, zip ties cut. Cable should be free. Why was it zip tied if, you know, it could just like that? Oh, you know why? Because the cable's not long enough. Oh well. Next thing you want to do is take the speaker off. You can do that by unscrewing these 4 screws. I don't want these speaker wires to be strained while this is hanging here, so I'm just going to detach it. It's probably never been detached in its life. Maybe once before. I'll just set her down. Okay, we got a lot of access in here now. You can see the regulator cable. And we're starting to see the regulator bolts as well. That's probably what we're going to go for next. I don't have x-ray vision, so I just sat here with the new part and orientated it the way that I believe that it's going to sit. And I just looked for the bolts that I needed, and I think it's this one, and this set of 4 here. Honestly, I'm looking at this door, I don't see anything else. There's this one over here, but I know from previous work that that is part of the lock regulator. So I don't have to touch that one. And these other 2, I don't think they're related. So let's pull these 2, 4, 6 bolts off, and we'll see where we get with that. I think it's ready to come out. What do you think? I would say that thing is done. That's the old one. Here's a new one. You see anything wrong? This part should be in this rail. Well, why isn't it? Oh, maybe something got damaged in shipping. I already did all this work. I'm not going to return this. So let's unbend these, get this seated, and set it right. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. How the fuck does it rotate like that, dude? How does it get twisted so bad? Oh man. Well, that's that. I think that should do it. Let's put it in. wait. I've done all this work to take it apart, and I'm not putting it back into a dirty door. So we're gonna clean. I'll be back. Before installing, I want to prep this new regulator by putting some bolts in so it has a place to rest once I get it on where they're supposed to be tightened down. And hopefully these thread, I did order the right one. Correct one, I mean. This is the left side. Silly goose. That wasn't hard, was it? Tight. All right. Next up. One more. Now I'm going to tighten them all down. Well, that's a problem. The regulator's too high. I can't screw the window in. So, you know what we gotta do? Off. There's a shot. Not too bad. Well, I need to look at this one. You know what would help? If I plugged in the regulator power. But you know why it doesn't fit is because it's zip tied way too low down. So here's the cable, the window regulator cable, and it's zip tied down here. So I don't know if the sedan model just sits a little lower, but this one sits here, and that's why the last guy just zip tied it. I'm
I'm gonna see if I can get it loose, because you know I'm not on a time constraint or anything. So I'm gonna get this loose and maybe scooch it up, plug this in, and get the window down. Alright, I got the zip tie loose a little bit, shortened it on the cable, got it installed properly, got this one installed properly, got it connected. We have power. I should press the button and we should get movement. Oh man, listen to that action. Whoop. Oh, I killed it. I did some troubleshooting, and I think I probably shouldn't have tested it without the window attached. Next, we're going to lower the window back and take the tape off. I want to get it set, and I'll show you. Oh, perfect. Sweet. Magic. This little white thing that's attached to the glass, it's got a shelf on it. And that's kind of your indicator that the glass is where it's supposed to be, because now it's resting on the regulator. And I got this bolt here. So it's loose and it's resting. I don't want to tighten it down yet because I still got to get the other one in. So let's go do that. I really just don't want to fight with this at all. So I'm going to do my best to get it in one go. That would be the ideal outcome. But knowing me, we'll see. Oh, you're so lined up. Come on. No way. No way. First try? Dude, perfect. Shout out. Okay. But it's not actually on the regulator. It's threaded though, so let's get it on the regulator. There, now it's on the regulator. And the other one, oh come on. Nope, this way. The other one, it's set too. So let's go for that one first. Not too tight. I don't want to crack or break the glass, just enough so it follows the regulator up and down. I think we're still in our channel over here. Sorry. It's in your way. Can you see it? Oh yeah. Let me get the flash on for you. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. If it only it would focus. There we go. Okay, let's make sure all these are tight. And we'll reconnect the door and test action that way before putting everything back together. Here's where the factory zipped the tie for that inner clasp. And I moved it about, well, that's about an inch, a little bit more, to where it's supposed to be. All I did was take my multi-tool, and come in here underneath and pushed on it, so it loosened. And once it loosened, one or two clicks out, I was able to loosen it. And then I gave it another squeeze, just a little squeeze for one click, so it sits here. And now it sits where it's supposed to, like that. And the other one comes around, connects here, and then you can reattach. That assembly's done. Let's test window action now. So I've got the other one plugged back in. Oh, please don't fucking kill my explode or any of that other crap. Oh. Oh, yes. Man, that feels good, doesn't it? Whoo-wee. All right. Well, I want to get the rest of that tape off, and then we'll put the door back on. You can't see shit. There you go. So we're going to put the speaker back in. I reconnected the cable. It's seated. All I got to do is screw it back in. I'm going to take these two screws out. I'm going to get the vapor barrier back on. I don't even know if it's even worth it. I'm not even going to try, you know. I did try. There's just nothing worth saving. I'm going to go get some sound treatment equipment anyway. And try and protect this stuff. It's just disappointing that it doesn't survive. So the bracket goes back on. And you want the hole facing up. Let's do that. Now we got to put the door panel back on. Let's do that. Light bulb. You want to go in your home? I'm just going to use my leg as leverage. Put it in upside down. See how this spins? So when you take it off, it's sitting like this. You want to use a tool to pop it off so it can unhook. And we're going to do the backwards of that. I want this to come back onto here with this out of the way so I can clasp it back on. Okay, see it's on? Now, I also don't want to break it, because that would suck. Neat. Slide it in and pull this way instead of this way until you hear a click. Come on. Yep. Just like that.
Now we want to put in the 2-door screws. They're a little different. We're going to put this one here and this one here. Well, that's everything put back together. Let's test it again. I'd say that's working as intended. So that's how you change a driver's side window regulator on a 2002 V6 Honda Accord Coupe. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think this took me probably another 4 hours, just like the last job. But I like cleaning and I like making sure I do it right so I don't have to come back in here and do it again. And you know, it's my weekend, so I'm not in a rush. And I got the door panel put back together. Better than it was before. So, you know, I'd call this a success. And if I'm capable of doing this, I'm certain you are. Let me know how it goes. See you on the next one.